Last time on the Model ReModel show, we were putting down two types of decking that keep the space below dry. Both products came from Decorators. The front porch got a tongue and groove product that goes down like regular flooring. The back deck used a system that integrates gutters into the framing and a flexible flange that connects the boards and directs the water into the gutters. And that will help keep professional remodelers' 2017 Model ReModel on high ground. The front porch also makes it easier to carry the cabinets inside so they can pile them in the corner and then screw them to the walls and to each other. But rather than follow these ding-dongs around again, we're going to talk to the kitchen and bath designer who worked with Ben on much of the house's interior design.
So when I talked to Ben about the house and the purpose of the house, we talked about designing a space that was for aging in place. It's not necessarily what you would call universal design, but it was designed with elements of storage that allow you to age more gracefully in place, especially in the kitchen. In terms of design style itself, we were looking at a more traditional style, kind of rustic country farmhouse. And to me, there was almost a folk artish approach to the color palette, especially when you get into like the master bathroom. There is a wallpaper that they were using as an inspiration that's very folk arty. And so the overall design scheme of the house is kind of more traditional, kind of country farmhouse, lots of color, and a little bit of folk art. The kitchen is quite interesting in that they chose the pimento color for the perimeter, which gives you this massive color punch and very much fits in that theme of kind of farmhouse, folk art.
The perimeter cabinets have painted MDF flat panel doors that overlay the face frames.
The MDF doors are really great for painted products because they're not going to expand and contract at the same rate that woods will. So it's going to hold up, it's going to be very durable. It's also going to take the paint and give it a really great surface. And then the island, we use the Davenport square inset door. And that's a really beautiful door to contrast with the Bishop because the Bishop's kind of like a shaker with a twist, has a little bit of a detail to it, but it's not too detailed. So it kind of keeps in that simplified farmhouse theme. The reason that I picked the chestnut bronze is because it reminds me of the antique pine furniture that you see. It kind of has that golden ambery hue to it, and then you get the dark sap stain streaks running through it, and so that chestnut bronze kind of pulled in that kind of same rustic feeling. In terms of the actual layout of the kitchen, you know, some of the elements that we did that we tried to make sure we incorporated, and this was keeping in mind the aging in place, was making sure that the base cabinets had interior accessories. You know, the corner has a Lazy Susan. There's roll-out shelves in the bases. One of the other things that we did was we put the microwave oven in the base level so it's more accessible so that you're not having to reach up. So as you get older, there's kind of this optimal range of where you want to be in terms of storage, and that's between your knee and between your shoulders. That gives you a better storage zone as far as keeping it in a range that's easily accessible. We also have a canister pull-out, which makes it accessible because it pulls out. We also did a utensil pull-out, which is really great for people that don't want to use a drawer. It has the canisters where you can put all the utensils, and then you can also store whatever other cooking supplies you have. The cooktop base actually has drawers in it, and Wellborn has some really good semi-custom options where you can reduce the depth of the drawers. So if you have a cooktop that you're putting in the base and you have, you know, mechanicals or electrical, we have that ability to modify that. And then it also gives you drawer storage for pots and pans underneath the cooktop. One of the other just details that you pay attention to is the depth of refrigerator panels are deeper, so they capture the countertop. Oven cabinets the same way, it's increased depth, and then we have flush cabinets on both sides. So just little details like that were put throughout the kitchen to help make it not just a functional kitchen, but also a highly decorative and beautiful space that she'll enjoy working in for years to come. The master bathroom was actually quite fun They had a wallpaper inspiration that was just totally folk art and whimsical, and it really kind of made you want to create a space that was a little bit more creative. So we did a lot of storage in the bathroom because it is a small home. There's not a ton of closet space. We did counter cabinets with drawers that come down to the counter. And again, part of that is also thinking about aging in place, accessibility, making sure that things are reachable. We did some very pretty split decorative legs. We left open areas for baskets so that you get a really nice visual appeal in addition to a lot of great storage. We also designed a sit-down vanity where she can sit down, apply her makeup, do skincare, and have lots of drawer storage. We used the vanity appliance pull-out cabinet, which allows for you to store hot things like irons, brushes, curlers. And we did a lot of decorative details in terms of, stacked crown molding, flush decorative baseboards, and really tried to make the space something special and unique.
Mission accomplished. Next time, we'll take a closer look at the universal design and IAQ fixtures and features of this kitchen and bathroom. We'll also peek inside a self-cleaning toilet.